Could you please explain to viewers the purpose of this evening and our walk around Kilburn?
Well, you know, brother, as you know, the Honourable Minister Louis Farrakhan has really been encouraging us as FOI to be out on the streets among our people, and so that's what we've been doing this evening. We've been really going out among the people in the local community in this area called Kilburn, and we've been talking to our people, looking specifically at some of the issues as it relates to violence between different street organizations, better known to most as gangs,
yes,
and particular conflicts which have been brewing in the area. And you know, our intention is really to talk to the various groups with a view to bringing about conflict resolution,
yes,
and with a view to our people recognizing that they are more than who they think they are, that they're very special people, and that we have a very special future ahead of us. So we're really just out on the streets encouraging our people, having a presence, a physical presence, that people can see that the Nation of Islam is actually alive and well in the community. And so that's essentially what we've been doing. It's an FOI class, but it's an FOI class street ministry.
For our viewers, explain what kind of feedback you've been receiving when speaking with brothers and sisters out on the street.
Well, the feedback is very good, brother, and it always is. The reception that we get as members of the Nation of Islam is always very much appreciative from our people. Our people really show a lot of love to us, because I think we've been around for many, many years, and I think we've stored up a considerable amount of goodwill because we've done quite a lot of work in various communities in London and in other parts of the country. And I think a lot of the people, they feel very reassured when they see us. We often get that expression from people saying how good they feel to see the FOI on the streets, and the feedback is always very, very positive. Of course, you know, sometimes there's always some people who will react in a negative way, but we try not to react back. And we try to give love to our people irrespective of what negative, because again, it's not their fault. Quite often our people's minds have been booby-trapped against the nation. They've been booby-trapped against any type of liberation theology. So, you know, we don't take any notice of that type of thing. We just focus on giving them a word, a positive word, that word that we got from the Honourable Minister Louis Farrakhan, which contains light, life and power. And you know, we've been very, very gratified by the response from the people.
And what more needs to be done in terms of drawing our people closer to the message given to us by Minister Louis Farrakhan?
Well, you know, brother, it's like with everything, it's all about consistency.
Yes,
in the end, anybody can do something once or twice. Anybody can make a show. But in truth, the scripture says the race is not to the swift nor to the strong, but to those who can endure to the end. So the object is for us to be on the road continuously, and we don't stop, because it's an infinite mission.
Yes.
The Honourable Minister Louis Farrakhan has been on the journey now for 60 years.
Yes.
The Honourable Elijah Muhammad worked for 44 years. Yes. And Master Farad Muhammad studied for 42 years just to master English to teach us. So we know that this is not a quick fix, and we're in it for the long haul. And if it be the will of Allah, when we finally pass from this plane of existence, we want to go with our boots on, as soldiers in the fight and in the doing of the will of Allah. So, you know, we're in it for the long haul, brother, and we're trying to follow the admonition from our leader and teacher, from the eternal leader of the Nation of Islam, the Most Honourable Elijah Muhammad, who said, work cheerfully. The Honourable Minister Louis Farrakhan, on the 20th anniversary of the Million Man March, called Justice or Else, the Honourable Minister Louis Farrakhan called for 10,000 fearless. Because, of course, as you know, there is this fratricide which is taking place within the black community, that which they call black-on-black violence. And we believe that as men and women who know the truth, we need to be able to get in between these warring factions of our people, who really, in truth, are fighting quite often over nothing, because they are, in fact, brothers and sisters.
Yes,
we want 1,000 fearless black men and black women to hit these streets and to really go after our people, our youth in particular, and with a view to saying, look, we shouldn't be fighting and killing one another. But we can't do that if we're fearful of our own youth. We can't do that if we're fearful that, something may happen to us. So we're calling for these fearless brothers and sisters who will be willing to go out in order to help to effect a more perfect union of our people. Because unity, brother, is something that, has been talked in the black community for many years, but in truth and in reality, we've actually never tried it. That with this type of unity, brother, we become an unstoppable force, and we make no apologies for it. We need to be organized in that way as black people, coming together, demonstrating strength, showing some black power. Yeah, because there is Chinese power, brother.
Yes.
There's Asian power. There's white power. But, brother, there's no black power, because there's no black unity. And so this is what we're calling for.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, brother.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, sir. Thank you. Yes, sir.